Hello, everyone. I think this should work. Let me know if the voice is clear enough. Hello, everyone. I think so. Cool. I just wanted to do this thing. So yesterday we did a live stream and it was cool. Dan and I jammed on some things and something came out of this, which was a agent native audit command. Really, what we're seeing is that there's like a new paradigm of software development called agent native, which basically means a whole bunch of things. And Dan is really articulating that very cool and very well. And you're looking here at the compound engineering plugin that I have created, and it's a plugin for Cloud Code. If you don't know it, you can install it like this, and I use it to build things. But there's something cool. We have a skill called the here. Let's go to skills. It's the agent native architecture, and it's kind of laying out what this new way of building AI apps is. And it's a long document, you can read it. It's interesting. There's everything we learn. But we were thinking, like, how can you make it more applicable to your app? How can you actually use it? So we created a slash command yesterday, and you can see that's live as well, which is the agent native audit. So basically, this will take all these core principles that we have and run sub-agents on your own repository. And give you a plan where you give you a score, and it's cool. There are some people already doing this. I posted on about this morning. But I have a project called Cora, which is an email assistant that really makes your inbox feel calm and chill, and it does very cool things. But I started this before Agent Native was a thing. So I'm like, okay, how do I get to Agent Native? And I started with adding a CLI just for me to experiment and do things. But we have an assistant inside Cora as well that can do things. So I just want to run this audit. And basically, if you have Cloud Code open, you have my plugin installed, you just do /agent native audit, and it goes through everything. And you can do this on your own code base. You could even do this inside Claude, like if you install the skill. We'll make other ways where it's a little bit easier for non-developers to use this as well. If you're a PM, for example, and you want to just know, is this idea, like, where are the gaps? Do I think about this the right way? We'll get something like that as well. But if you have an app that is using AI already and you want to see how well you're doing, so it's first going through the code base, so you can kind of see what it's doing here. It's going to load the skill, and it's going, it's going through all of these using sub-agents and gives you a score. And after that, we'll make it so that you can take action. And the taking action part is fun. So, okay, so Cora, let's sub-agents. So it's doing that. So all of these principles you can read. in the scale here. So for example, the first principle is parity. So whatever the user can do through the UI, the agent should be able to achieve this through tools. And an example is, for example, if you want to change a setting, or you want to like upgrade your plan, or you want to delete a to-do, like anything you can do by clicking in the UI, the agent should be able to do that as well. And it's number one. Like Dan says, this is the foundational principle. Without it, nothing else matters, which is very strongly worded. But it's true. Like if you cannot do something, like it doesn't really work, because you should be able to do everything you want. Hello, peeps. If you have questions, also throw them in the chat. That works great. And also, hello if you're watching this. I just thought I'll do a live stream because it's easier, because otherwise I have to record a video and then upload it and all of that. Like it's easier to do it like this because it's live immediately, and I'm doing this either way. So, okay, so it's doing the sub agents and it's running. And after this, we'll see some gaps. I think this morning I ran it already, but it will. Yeah, it's almost done. It's not too long. So what I want to do is pick one of these things and say, hey, can we take action on one of these things? And we'll use the compound engineering plugin for that. So I'll show you how you can make this very actionable. Like, it's good to know, and it's kind of fun to say, look how well I did or how bad I did as a number. But like, really the point is to take action. So it's almost done. And also I'm working on a version 3 of the compound engineering plugin. So if commands don't look exactly the same as you're used to, that's it. For example, plan, I think it's called, it's still, okay, plan compound is still here, okay. It's workflows plan in the normal version, but I'm iterating there a little bit, so you can see that. Yeah, okay, so here, here's how it works. It's running this, and it's giving you a score. Okay, that's waiting for the score. Okay, so can we zoom in on the number 1 and see if we can add some tool calls that we can do as a user, but not as the agent yet? If you would pick one, which is the most critical, which one should we implement? Sorry, I'm in Tmux and the scrolling is broken, so I cannot scroll up here. Still trying a new environment out. This environment is running on my Mac Mini, so if I close my laptop, I can go on my phone and stuff like that. If anyone has good ideas how to, I don't know, probably it's very easy. But I've also liked it because if it's too long, I probably shouldn't see it here. So, yeah. Okay, it's checking. So memories, it says. We should have memories already in tools. Okay, high level, can you give me 3 options that are either completely missing or partially missing? Just very brief and short. I don't need to see code. Just give me reason why that one is good to implement now. Okay, so we have 3 options here. List memories. Okay, interesting. So we have memories, but you cannot list them. They are there, they're in the prompt. Update classification rule, can edit rules. The agent must delete and recreate. Okay. That's also to do. Completely missing. So to do we did in the CLI as well. I think these are good. Let's see. Edit rules. Okay, so editing, actually, this is also something that we heard from people as delete and recreate. Okay, that sounds good. So list memories are listed in the base front, so I think that's fine. Is there another one if you wouldn't do the memories? I like the update classification rule because that is really missing and a little bit weird to delete something. I'm also thinking to do is something I did in the CLI, and also to do is not there at all. So that might be good. So actually, I'll do that. So what we do now is we have workflows plan. Can you make a plan to bring tools for the to-do to get us to feature parity? So now I use the context that I generated here and the analysis and the information to then kick off a workflow plan. I didn't delete the context here because I think it's good to understand why, like, the skill of agent native, stuff like that is already in context here. And it will create a plan. And that plan I will review then and we can work on with the other commands, workflows work. And then we get a pull request that we can review. And I think it's very easy now to say, oh, let's do everything. And if you're vibe coding, it might be nice to do because why not? But this is an app that thousands of people use actually. And yeah, you cannot just, or you can, but I don't just do that. I want to keep the focus. So, and like seeing this flow here and saying, okay, let's add to-dos. Suddenly maybe to-dos become more valuable to people because the agent can access them as well and you can clean them up. So yeah, this is like kind of the idea of agent native is you just do basic things, you follow rules, and because you do that, suddenly you add a lot of value that you maybe haven't even seen. Like an example is I did the to-do CLI for Cora and I said, can you clean up my to-dos? And it found that most to-dos were outdated, not relevant anymore, but it says, hey, you actually have a coupon, like a Southwest coupon voucher that's not expired still. That was interesting. Why did it run the wrong plan? It did a plan. I don't know. This is probably the new version of Cloud Code 2.1 messing something up because I clearly am running workflows plan and not their plan. And it did the Cloud Code plan. Okay, well, it did the Cloud Code plan. Workflow. Run this one. Let's see if it actually runs this one. So, but what I said, it found a coupon and I was like, oh, that's cool. So cleaning up, that's like, and the beauty is if this is available on the agent, like people, I don't know. There is something new in Cloud Code 2.1 that they just released that is just, that broke my flow. Well, I'll update that soon. Oh yeah, okay. Workflows, plan, workflows, compounds. That's it now. Run the plan. It is my compounds. Was my output. Yeah. So it's like the like you give tools, you give building blocks to people, and people figure out how to do things with it. And Cloud Code itself is one of those tools where like we get all these hooks and sub agents and things, but like really like everyone is just given tools to build a framework like I do with this, or yeah. And if you have all that working together, something magical can happen. But you need like it to work together and talk to together, and that's agent native. So like if an agent can do everything, you can let the agent do things or work through flows, and just having the foundation, like making sure you have the building blocks there for the agent to do things. Yeah, it's really good. So I don't know why it's still building, but uh, it's fine. Opus 4.5. This is not my flow, but we'll let Opus 4.5 rip. This is not very hard to do actually, and it's fine. So we'll do this, create a pull request, and yeah, that's basically it. If anyone has questions, I don't know. Sometimes I don't see the chat. Okay, it's doing it. So obviously to be agent native, you need to have an agent. So there are like different ways to be agent native. Is like, obviously if you are an AI app, your agent need to be able to do it. But if you are not an AI app, but just an app that an agent could use, you could expose everything, like all the tools or all the API endpoints through a CLI. It's another way to be agent native in a way where you can just say to Cloud Code or anything like that, like, hey, go use the CLI to do your things. So it could be an internal agent, it could be an external agent as well. But it's very important that the tools are accessible. So it's basically like an API for an agent, and you can say, oh, isn't that MCP? Yes, that could you could do that through MCP. I just think there's a lot of overlap with everything, and I don't know what the right answer is, but I'm just trying out everything. I think having an internal assistant or agent in your software is needed for people that are less technical, but like for you to iterate and learn things, it's very good to have a CLI or something, like whatever you find easy to build, because in your experimentation, in your power, you as a power user, as a user, could come up with something. You're like, oh, this is very good. And you can bring that into the app. And the same with if your users use the agent to do certain things and flows, you're like, whoa, that's very cool. You could like abstract that prompt, because normally that is just a prompt and you can write features with just a prompt, and you can bring that in the app, and then other people can use it, which is really cool. So it's like having the right building blocks to build something to make it work very well. So yeah, that's kind of the idea. So yeah, this is old school vibe coding, I guess now. I'm not used to it, but it's fun. Or I'm used to it. It's writing the tests now, which is, we're almost there then. You can see like 20 minutes, what is it? Like, so maybe a 30-minute time block. And you can just add, like make your app a little bit more agent native. Just adding a few tools. Okay, so we're here. Sure, I have no idea why. Python 3 commands. I'm using Ruby, yo. What the hell? Thanks, Anthropic, for 2.1, but don't call Ruby Python. That's just cursing. Okay, so it's linting test pass. Let's see if there are any comments. I'm still learning this live streaming thing. Last time I thought there were 2 people the whole time. But I really like doing this, since then I don't need to edit the video and upload it. So cheers. I think there are 60 people now. Hello, everyone. Okay, so short overview. We have the tools created. I use Ruby LLM here, and this is their. So we have create to do from email. It's interesting. That's 2 different ones. A list, update, delete. So you can link it to. So I want to say from this, maybe we can combine create to do with from email and make it optional arguments. Or is there any reason to separate them? What are best practices here? Why did you go this route, UltraThink? I don't know. Yeah. For some reason, Monologue is removing my UltraThink in the last weeks because it doesn't think that's real. Yeah. So the tools are registered. Documentation is added. Why combining is better? Okay, we'll combine, I guess. Make sure to use and return valid XML. Because apparently underscore is not valid XML, or it's not supposed to be like that. Cool. Okay, so now it's like, okay, it's done, vibe coded, but now back in the days, oh yeah, we're on the wrong branch as well. Okay, this is great. Okay, you create a new feature branch and commit everything. Make sure we're all nice. So back in the day, you had to open a browser, do work, and go click around and test. But we don't need to with Opus anymore, because we can just let it test itself. Always my favorite thing. So I'll show you a little bit what that is as well. I don't know. I'm in skip permissions dangerously. There is something wrong with this release of Claude Code, because this I've never seen in my life. Stashing, come on, like feels like we're back in February 25 like this. Okay, we're we're in the right branch. You can see here my Tmux. I have this branch indicator on the right, which is kind of fun.
A lot of web content. I talked before about declarative web, where
Okay, cool. So now we're going to test, which is test. So I have this thing, I have an Xcode test and a playwright test. Also, I just do auto compact for life. I'm a auto compactor. So now, yeah, so this playwright test is also part of the compound engineering plugin. You can just run it. Come on. Okay, I'm going to restart this because I want to run YOLO. Hopefully this, yeah, bypass permissions. Okay, test, playwright test. Okay, so we have a clean slate as well. So playwright test is compound engineering included. It looks at the changes and makes a plan what to test and how they can do it. So it sees that, and then it's going to check and click through. And this is cool. Like normally I walk away to get a coffee and then watch it do its thing, which is kind of fun. And then you jot down thoughts like, hey, it's not good. Oh yeah, actually I need to share now where this is. This is Tmux. There we go. Okay, so there it goes. And that's the cool part. Like I can use this command when I'm on my phone as well. My phone just like boots this up and it does it. So you can see it's doing its thing here. And you can use the Xcode as well. And I think this is the first model. Opus 4.5 is the first model that can actually do this without you getting very annoyed and frustrated. And I like Playwright. You can use the Chrome thing as well, which works fine. But I like Playwright because I have more flexibility. I can record videos, and I have a flow where I record the whole flow as well and put it in the pull request for people to look at and take screenshots everywhere. So it's a little bit more flexible. I know it's like 12,000 tokens, the MCP. It's a little bit hefty, but it gives me value and it's just ease of use. And it, yeah. So, but if feel free to use others, it's fine. So some people ask, is there a recording from the one yesterday? Yes. Go to Dan's account. I think Dan streamed this because we didn't have multi-X streaming set up, but I'm using StreamYard now, and I think you can stream to multiple X accounts here. So next time when I stream with someone, we'll do that. You don't have any to-dos right now. Okay, so let's see. What did it say? To-do tools. Do you actually test with actual to-dos being added? Maybe add some to the seed data. I guess it worked. I just missed it. I was just talking. Okay, let's actually look. And you can see here, I'm also running Xcode, so I can build to my phone and stuff like that. That's the beauty of the Mac Mini. Like, obviously, you can do Linux and then cloud and whatever, but it's the Mac Mini. You just have Xcode also working in the clouds, basically, which is cool. Okay, just add them to the local database for now and see from there, and then delete them, update them, everything as well. Do it once more to show, and then can you create a pull request? And obviously, everyone needs a Mac Mini or whatever to run agents 24/7. I have a recurring thing set up and some whole orchestration system that I can show at some time. I know everyone is doing this, but there's a reason everyone is doing it, because Opus 4.5 is finally good enough that it's actually useful. So there's no, that's very clear why everyone is doing it now. Boom. Okay, I want to see to-dos on the left, otherwise there's no point, right? Let's see. To-do should be in the first non-personal account. Yeah, it added to the wrong account, I think, but quickly. There we go, there are to-dos. New chat, there we go. One, we have 4, so that's wrong. It's interesting. So I think there's something wrong with the account scoping here. So it looks like there's something wrong with the current account scoping. Look at the other places where we scope to accounts. Make sure you're on the active account. Okay, so this is an example where vibe coding makes mistakes, and I would have bet you, if I run this through my own workflow, the compound engineering plan and the work command, it wouldn't have called this, because this is just like look at the others and see how it works. See if the to-do tools also scope by current.account. So normally when you make a plan, something like this, it will be called by either a reviewer in the plan or it just won't be made. Okay, we're going to just manually look at code now, maybe. Or oh no, we're on Tmux, so we cannot do that. I kind of like that I am on a different machine because it really forces me to lean in on the agentic coding experience. You cannot like touch things or open or like go your old ways. The chat is created on the wrong account. No, I don't think so. I don't think the chat is created on the wrong account. Okay, just refresh the page and debug a little bit because that doesn't sound right. Auto compacting. Okay, what we can do as well. So normally I review code with the workflows review. So let's do that. Let's see if it picks that up. So this is manual testing, obviously. But it's going to review now, and maybe it will find that mistake. And Julian has a good comment about doing audits. Like this came out of an audit. Like you always keep doing audits, so like it's never done. So you do multiple passes. And yeah, and he says Ralph is popular because it will go. So yeah, you can use Ralph for these things as well. I'm seeing how to use. I have the plugin and I use it, but I'm looking for places to where needed inside the compound engineering flow. But actually, the flow just finishes, so a command just runs sometimes for 30 minutes, and it just does it, and then you do something. So still figuring out where I need it because I don't really feel the pain as much. Maybe it's in the testing, like really test everything, really make sure you thought about everything, since these Playwright ones are a little bit slow and they might stop. That's the only thing with Playwright. It's like it's not very fast, but it's pretty good. Okay, so I was running the review. And we'll see if it will catch the scoping issue. But it's kind of fun because I thought this was a very easy thingy, and you see, nothing is easy ever. But the nice thing is it doesn't cost me a lot of energy because, yeah, a little bit more since I'm talking and explaining my thoughts, but it's like very easy. You could even run this in the background and just kick something off and then go from there. Okay, the review's finished. Let's see. You can also spot this agent native reviewer, which will also judge you if you are not doing agent native stuff or nudge you into the right direction. Okay. Okay, it's adding the to-dos. So this is my flow for reviews. Like normally I want to have kind of a conversation when findings come back on a review. So it will create to-dos for me in the to-do directory. And yeah, then walk me one by one through them to say what you want to do, and then I can resolve them in parallel or however quickly with a dependency graph. And normally with these commands, I just run them and then go do something else and then come back and then work on them. So if you have two things going on at the same time, like if you want to process some information or review or read or work on something, you can kick off something and then like after 10 minutes, 15 minutes, come back to everything and then just check in and give the next commands. But we're doing one thing now for the stream. Okay, so let's see what it found. Multi-tenants go hungry, XML injection, okay. Okay, there is proper current account scoping, so I'm just curious. Let's just run it here. He'll list all my to-dos. Okay. This does not work. Monologue does not work over screen sharing. I do. List all to-dos. So this might also be like it's not invoking C. Okay, what accounts do I have? Okay. Okay, so let's debug this because this is the last chat. Okay, let's go debugging. Look at the chat.last and the to-dos that are in that account. It says it has no to-dos in that account, but I think I have to-dos in that account. Can you debug this locally? And this is a point where if you are a developer, actually it's handy to have experience. So it has 4, correct accounts. Okay. So why doesn't the list to-dos tool work then? Can you just call that in the console and see what's going on? And also maybe see how it was called inside the chat and see what's wrong. Okay. Okay. Well, if it says it works. Oh, any active? Maybe it's filtering for a state or something. Check the chat. Yes. See what the role messages are. Okay, let's fix that. And can you add test to this? Do TDD. Maybe we just remove the whole priority filter thing because so default by using nothing, maybe. Okay, well, we found the error, finally. So this is funny because I forgot, like I created to-dos a year and a half ago or so. And I just completely forgot that I have priority in there. In the current interface, priority does not exist. So the agent can actually do more than the interface can, which is kind of fun. So maybe we'll update the interface, or we just drop that because priority is not really in there and we don't use it. Maybe it's used for boosting or something like that. But okay, show me now. Show me how it works in the assistant in Playwright, please. Okay, I would say we're 45 minutes in. I would say if this is like done in an hour, it's still pretty good. Although it could have been quicker if if that's the priority. But you can see also like the error here was that the AI, which was the assistant, the LM, asked for low priority for some reason when calling the tool. And like that happens. Like it's not code, it's not deterministic, so it's actually good that you run into these things because using Playwright testing simulates more like actual users, like things working and breaking once in a while. So like it's very real life, this is what's happening. Okay, 4 to-dos, which is great. So that works now. Let's see. Delete them all. Let's see if okay, so you can see the streaming doesn't work for deleting them. Why? They're still here. Okay. So deleting, clearly there's something. Okay, so when I delete my to-dos, I still see them in my sidebar. Is this also a functionality that was never really implemented? Can you check that? See on Playwright. So I think there's probably like some soft delete mechanism that was present at some point, but is not implemented anymore, maybe? You can check the last chat because it said that it deleted everything, but I can still see it. So make sure that works. Can you create an extensive list of tests? Make sure everything works and do this in Playwright and show us everything works and everything updates with the sidebar and everything. Okay, so there's probably a bug in the sidebar. Maybe there's some caching going on. But normally, so this is a good moment. Maybe here, let's do this. Let's do Ralph moment. Ralph. Do I have Ralph? I don't have Ralph on my. Here, let's install Ralph. I don't have it here, but Ralph. So this might be a good one. Okay, there we go. It's the. Oh, it's just the official plugins. Okay, let's enable it. Plugins. For user scope. Let's do this. Okay, so Ralph loop. Okay, let's do a Ralph loop. Oh, what the hell? What is this? And compacting. Okay, but it's funny. Like AI development is just highs and lows, errors and no errors. It's great. Yeah, this should work, but maybe I just need to restart it. Yeah, well, let's restart this. Fresh set as well. Here we go. No. Maybe it's because I have new lines. Test everything in the to-do tool. Make sure sidebar represents the show BB as well. No, okay, Ralph is broken. Do I need to set it up? I don't think so. Ralph loop, yeah, no, Ralph loop. Okay, then we'll do the non-Ralph. We'll just do this. Okay, let's resume from our previous one. And go back to store. Boom. Okay, we'll go there. And also one thing to note, like you can do, so we started this whole thing with the audit and then did the plan. You don't need to do all of this in one go. You can just do the audit, create 5 plans and like leave it and pick up 1 or 2 or in parallel. Like you don't need to do the whole thing. I just want to show you now what it is to go through everything from start to finish. But yeah, that's basically it. Okay, so we'll look here again. Okay, they're deleted. Okay, for sure we need to update some streaming issues here. But at least it's not the issue. The issue is not the assistant. It's just the UI here needs to stream in the changes. Probably it works. Yeah, it's okay. So that's basically it. Works. It just needs streaming. So let's see. Okay, so let's fix the streaming of the to-dos. So for example, if there are no to-dos and you're in the blank slate, it should update. So we should probably use turbo streams to stream towards the to-dos because we update things from the server. Maybe refresh, but that's a little bit overkill. So probably update. But actually for now, let's not do that because yeah, I think for an example now is good. I will add this actually before merging this, but let's show one more thing, which is cool. So let's create a pull request. And then we do feature video, which is a fun one. So feature video is, it will create a video of it using the feature and showing it working, create screenshots of the feature and add all of that to the pull request. So if someone else looks at it, it's very easy to see what's done. And yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll show you the pull request after this. Okay, there we go. Okay, it's recording, it's doing its thing. So if you add multiple screens, it will take screenshots of all the new screens and annotate what the new screens are for, all of that. And this is very handy if you work in teams. Like if you're alone, it is less important. But if you work in teams where you need to actually show what you did, this is a super nice way of, not having them to either use staging or like a test staging environment or stuff like that. Okay, so I thought that's enough, which I think is fine. Now we'll open the pull request and see how it looks. There we go. Okay, so there it is. It lists out the screens with the list and the to-dos. It didn't do a video. I'm curious. Probably because there's not a lot to show. It's not really anything more than this. Like it can do a video as well. So I decided not to do a video this time. But yeah, this is it. And You can see they're added here to the tools. It's added to the assistant prompt. So normally I go through here. So it is giving you the ability to create using all these. And let's see. It has a default. Okay, it sets default to medium. Like I would say maybe we can simplify things even more. Yeah, little like it's kind of funny because here it is underscore in XML tag, and here it just does it correctly. So they're like these little things that the review agent will probably pick up as well. But yeah, this is it. Like I like a pull request like this. This is just easy. Like I think we should probably add the streaming to the to-do sidebar as well. But also having this is already better than not having it. So yeah, argument to be made there to include it or not. But yeah, like that's it. Just wanted to show that, like, share what you like. If you run this on your app, the agent the agent native check audit, then this one, the agent native audit, if you run it on your app, take a screenshot, share it or something like that, and say how you do, will be cool. Okay, thanks everyone. Cheers, until next time.